They promised me a wedding fund they'd been saving since I was 16. 20 years of careful planning, of being the responsible daughter, while my golden child sister lived her Instagram perfect life. But when I finally found the man who truly saw me, everything changed. Not in the way you'd expect, in the worst possible way. Because on my wedding day, I didn't just lose my family. I discovered the truth that would change everything. The money I'd been counting on for my dream wedding. They gave it to my sister for her honeymoon vacation. Yes, you heard that right. My wedding fund became her luxury getaway. And what I did about it? Well, let's just say they never saw it coming. This is the story of how I turned my betrayal into the most unforgettable reckoning of their lives. Please subscribe to our channel and tell me in comments from where are you watching this video. Keep watching to see how I made them understand exactly what they'd lost. Hello everyone! Today, I'm sharing a story that changed my life forever. A story about family, betrayal, and the power of standing up for yourself when you're treated like you don't matter. For 20 years, I believed I was the daughter who mattered. I was the quiet one, the responsible one, the one who organized birthday parties, decorated Christmas trees, and cared for our aging grandparents, while my younger sister Claire pursued her dreams of becoming an influencer. She was the golden child, beautiful, popular, always the center of attention at every family gathering. I never complained about being overlooked because I had faith that someday, love and fairness would finally come my way. The one promise that kept me going was the wedding fund my parents had started saving when I turned 16. It wasn't enormous, but it was meaningful. Money they set aside specifically for my wedding day. My mother would joke about it, saying, "When our responsible girl finds someone worthy, she won't have to worry about anything." That promise sustained me through every heartbreak, every disappointment, every time I felt invisible. Then I met Evan. He wasn't flashy or loud, but he was kind, honest, and for the first time in my life, someone truly saw me. After 2 years together, he proposed on a quiet hike. Just us. No cameras, no social media, just pure love. When I told my parents about our engagement, their smiles felt forced. My mother's didn't reach her eyes, and my father mumbled about expenses and how things were tight. I should have trusted my instincts then, but I was too excited about my future. 2 months later, when I sat down with them to discuss wedding plans, I brought my carefully organized spreadsheet and asked about the wedding fund. The silence that followed was deafening. My mother blinked, looked at my father, who shifted uncomfortably. "We meant to talk to you about that," she said in that tone that always meant bad news. My father cleared his throat and avoided my eyes. We had to use the money for Claire and Zach for their honeymoon. They wanted something really special, and Zach's family couldn't contribute much. We couldn't let her start her marriage feeling disappointed. I stared at them, unable to process what I'd heard. "You took my wedding fund, the money you saved for me, the promise you made to me, and gave it to Claire for a vacation." "Oh, sweetie," my mother said. "Claire's your sister, and you always said you wanted a simple wedding. She's never been to the Maldives, and it's her dream." I laughed then. A bitter, hollow sound I didn't recognize as my own. My dreams didn't matter. All those years of being the easy daughter, the understanding one, the one who never asked for much, it meant I could be walked over, sacrificed for someone shinier. Evan was furious when I told him. He offered to help pay, but it wasn't about money anymore. It was about betrayal, about being robbed of dignity. They had planned to never tell me the truth. If I hadn't asked, they would have pretended the fun never existed. That night, I realized I was done being the peacemaker. I was done with quiet obedience. Something inside me clicked, and I decided to give them a gift they'd never forget. Not revenge, but truth, carefully packaged in a statement they couldn't ignore. First, I called Claire. "Congratulations on the Maldives. Hope it's everything you dreamed." She paused, caught off guard. Thanks. You're not mad, are you? Mom said you were upset about the wedding fund. I cut her off. I'm not mad. I'm done. Then I blocked her number. I cancelled our vineyard booking and planned a small courthouse ceremony with Evan, his sister as witness, and his best friend for photos. No white dress, no flowers, just vows and sincere love. But I had one final surprise. I sent invitations for a special family celebration that Saturday evening, making it sound important. My parents came dressed to impress. Claire arrived in designer heels, showing off photos of her overwater bungalow. They thought it was a pre-wedding announcement or apology dinner. When everyone had gathered, I stepped forward with Evan beside me. Thank you for coming. I know this invitation was last minute, but this night is important. I clicked the projector. The first image showed Evan and me at the courthouse. Married, smiling, free. Gasps filled the room. We got married 3 days ago. We didn't tell anyone because, frankly, not everyone deserved to be part of it. The next slide was my wedding budget, the fund they'd supposedly saved, and screenshots of transactions. Money wired to Claire and Zach for their trip. This was stolen from me. A promise broken. For what? So someone else could take a vacation. I played our courthouse vow video. Simple, honest, tears in our eyes. This is what love looks like. This night is not about revenge. It's closure. I walked down and handed them a small box containing photos of me as a child with torn notes I'd written as a kid. Thanks for always believing in me, and I'm lucky to have you, all torn in half. I gave you all of me for years. I don't hate you, but I've stopped needing you. We moved a few months later. Every year on our anniversary, I receive letters from my father. Sometimes just, I'm sorry, sometimes longer, with memories and attempts at reconnection. I haven't answered any because some gifts once given can't be returned, and some lessons need to hurt. The truth is, losing that family taught me the most valuable lesson of all. You can't pour from an empty cup, and you can't give what you don't have. Sometimes walking away is the most powerful thing you can do. Sometimes the best revenge is living well, and sometimes the greatest gift you can give yourself is the freedom to stop caring about people who never cared about you. Thank you for listening to my story. If this resonated with you, please like this video and share it with someone who might need to hear it. Remember, you deserve to be valued, respected, and loved for who you are. Don't settle for less.